wasn't really afraid of dying, or I am not very afraid of dying. I think I've had a good life, and you can't do anything about your destiny. I've chosen to live as I would if I was completely healthy. So I've chosen that the illness should not occupy my brain too much. And I've thought, does it help to worry? No. And I've thought a lot about that I will not let illness influence my life too much. I went on my first holiday without parents abroad to Mallorca. I was 18, and quite suddenly I became kind of sick, a cold or something, and I went to a doctor, and he just told me that I had bronchitis. But after just a couple of hours, I really felt sick. I could hardly breathe. I had put on like almost 12 kilos, pure water, and I was puking. And then I got into the hospital, and I've got an autoimmune disease that attacked my kidneys and my lungs. And I was incredibly sick, and my parents was told that if they wanted to see me alive, they should go to Spain. And I think it was first when I saw them, I realized that it was something serious. And after 4 or 5 days, I was healthy enough to make a trip home to Norway. After, I think it was almost 2 weeks, I was told by a doctor that I would probably survive, which actually never had crossed my mind that I would not. I think it, at least that most people, they are born with a willingness to live, and thinking of anything else is hard. Just after, I think it was 2 months or something, I knew that I would receive a new kidney from my mother. After the transplantation, the first time I got a permission from the hospital, and I took a taxi home, and I just heard the birds, saw people on the street, then I started to cry. It was so beautiful. I think I knew quite early that a transplanted organ didn't last forever. I think the average lifetime for a kidney is about 12 or 15 years or something, a little bit more from a living donor. After almost 25 years, 5-6 years ago, I started to feel that I wasn't as healthy as earlier. I talked with my husband about the situation. Of course, he noticed. He was probably the one that noticed most. And he said immediately that he would donate a kidney to me. So I felt quite safe that when I was sick enough, I would get a kidney. So I wasn't worried about that. Surprisingly and shockingly, I will say, I was told that my husband wasn't a match. Well, then this is the waiting list. At that time, and still, it was very, very long, 3 years, and 16 people died in the waiting list for kidneys last year. And my cousin, she had been very clear that she would donate to me, gladly to donate to me. I knew that not receiving a kidney is a tough life, and I know that getting a kidney from a living donor is the best solution. I felt that I could not say no, because it would be meaning everything to my life and my family and all the ones I care for and cares for me. And I know that she cares for me as well, of course. It's very touching, actually. When I got the message that my husband was not a match, I think that was a tough message, because it might be some not very good alternatives. And I was sad, and I let myself really feel sad, and I was crying. And I thought, what was I sad about? I was sad about maybe I would not see my children getting older, maybe I will not see my grandchildren. But I quite fast was thinking about, okay, but what can I do to making the best out of the situation? So then my brain actually take over, will be the boss over the feelings again and say, okay, what to do? And then I looking for solutions and working with solutions that will give me a positive life, a good life, a better life, a normal life that occupy my brain actually. I'm on the other side feeling very well now after the second transplantation. And I really, really appreciate living. And I don't think I would have the same feeling if I had not been through these things. You have to acknowledge ups and downs. It is ups and downs for every one of us. But try to let the ups win and make more of them. And I think making more of the ups, that you can do something with within your destiny.